Today I am going to share with you something that touched my heart. And what you have to do is, of course, listen to what I have to say, but at the same time, how it is being presented to the audience. So in speaking, it is very important to present to the audience in such a way that you draw the audience into your story. So they should feel one with you and the story. So there is no separation when you're speaking to your audience. So everybody is one and everybody is intrigued as to what is going to happen next. So this is a story which is shared by Dr. Subhash Munche in his book Behind the Masks. So he was a very established doctor, and one day in one village he had an incident where the bull had actually rammed its horns into the stomach of a lady who was pregnant. The damage was such that the horn went inside and the baby's hand came out. That means it entered into the uterine wall and the baby's hand came out. So the doctor did not know what to do, and he asked the family what can be done in such a circumstance, because we do not know about the baby, what's going to happen to the baby. So as usual, the family said, we have to save the mother. But when he looked at the tiny hands of the little baby, doctor felt that the baby is asking for help. Please help me. So that sign of the hand jutting out of the stomach was that out of the uterine cavity was that, just take care of me. I want to be with you. So somewhere inside his conscience was really pricking him that he may have to do away with the baby to save the mother. But then everybody wanted the mother to be alive, and he wanted to save both of them. As doctors, definitely they are compassionate individuals and they'll try to do whatever they can. So nowhere in no medical books has any such kind of cases come. So he did not know exactly what he's supposed to be doing. But he was just praying deep within. And he had a team in which there were two nurses, and there was another one assisting doctor, and there was one person who was used to do the sterilization of all the instruments. So he also would be present in the operation in the ICU, and he didn't know what is to be done. Now this person who used to sterilize the things, he had one bad habit, he's mostly high, but with his job he's good. So it was like people discredited him because he was an alcoholic. And he's just thinking, what can be done, what can be done? He knew that the wound on the stomach can be healed very easily. But what about that baby's hand? How can, the child survive? So he was just thinking what to do, how to put that hand inside, because baby is obviously only 7 months, not even fully grown. So what is to be done? And then suddenly, this man comes beside him, this person who's sterilizing the instruments. He comes beside him. Doctor, I think one thing can be done by which you don't have to touch the baby. So he says, what? And this fellow is desperately like, kuch to ho, somebody gives some wisdom. I said, okay, tell me what can be done. So he said, you take the needle, heat it, and put it on the baby's hand. What happened? What happened?
Take the hand inside.
Obviously, if I bring a hot rod to you, what are you going to do? You want to take your hand inside. Yes. The baby is sensitive, it can feel the senses. Yes. So he's like awestruck, and he said, yes, this is something that can be tried. And they didn't have time. So he heated the needle, and much as his heart would not allow it, but his brain said, no, this is what you're supposed to be doing. He just touched the hand and the baby just pulled it back. Once the baby's hand was inside, he sighed sigh of relief, and he did all the bandaging, and he kept the baby also inside. The uterine wall also was damaged, but then he stitched it up and the baby was okay, and he prayed with all his heart and with all the faith that he had that the baby survives the next 2 months. And as God would love to have it, And as we would love to have it, after 2 months, that is after 9 months, the perfect baby was born. And then he realizes that anybody can be a guru. Anybody can be a guru. So at that moment, what is it, about that person who was discredited by most of the people because of his habit, that he came up like a guardian angel. He came up with a wisdom to use a technique which the doctor never would have thought before. Right? So, we do not know at what time some angel may just walk up and add to your wisdom, or maybe teach you something new. So, what is this story telling you?
Wisdom is hidden around every corner.
Say that louder, please.
Wisdom is hidden around every corner with every person.
Yeah.
You just have to be ready to give it, or you as a person should be ready to receive it from them.
And what do you think made the doctor receive that wisdom?
Because his intention was to save both baby and mother.
Correct. So the power of intention. The power of intention is so great, and he just knew it in his heart that technically it may be not possible, but there could be some miracle that would happen and the baby would be saved. And at that time, this man coming in, that moment, I'm getting goosebumps here. Right? That moment at which that guy, in a very quiet voice came and told the doctor, who was, so anxious about what is to be done next. I can just imagine that moment and literally feel the sigh of relief. So, dear friends, if you want to make an impact, you need to deliver your content and present it in a way in which the entire room and you are united as one entire being. So that is what you can make your forte. And if you can do that, you're a good storyteller. You're a good speaker. Stay blessed. This is Biji Tushar, Leadership Development Catalyst at Management B School of Confidence. I win when you win. Thank you and keep watching.